This is all you'll ever need to learn how to draw comics. Some paper, a pencil, eraser, some markers, and the 46 best comics in the world, 10 of which are by Rick Leonardi. And if you watch this video, you will agree with me that he is the best in the world. So let's get cracking. So the secret is you have to reverse engineer what you see. Here I noticed these cool poses are all a character seen from the back with the balance on one leg. The weight is definitely on this leg, and on this leg, especially this one. See, the upper body is completely on this leg, which is why this foot can lift. Kind of want to have him also hunched over, having weight on one leg and then another leg. Maybe a bit more dramatic. What am I going to do with the hands? Do a snickety snicked. Can you see this double line here with bald men? You can really see this line here when the hinge of the head. If you draw a head from the side, it's a circle. The middle, this kind of mask thing. Then center is the ear, and then this part, the neck comes out of. It's nice to, if you're drawing a head from the back, have that in there, and then that's also the neck attachment point to the face, head, back. And then when in doubt, always go back to the underlying stick figure. Cylinder to the back, hinge, cylinder to the front, cylinder to the side, hinge, cylinder to the back. Okay, connection, center line. Okay, now the hard part, how to make this not look like a short leg and a long leg. Again, the cylinder. This cylinder coming towards us. This, let's make it a bit longer. There's the weight still just above the leg. So he's definitely moving that way. Now to this arm. Okay, now I have my underlying structure, and I did not copy Rick Leonardi, I just learned from him. Okay, let's tighten this up. Here I was doubting what to do about this, so then, yeah, learn from Rick. You see the pants line go almost straight. And the legs, Rick always exaggerates. Huge legs, huge quads. Looks cool. So narrow knees, narrow connections. If you've ever had a hamstring cramp, you'll know where this one goes. Kinda there, right? So in order to get calf is kind of a diamond. So quad, calf. From the side, seen from the back, knee. It has two parts. This is a nice line to exaggerate when you want to have a camera angle from the bottom on the calf, like this. So I don't always divide the calf in two, but this is a nice accent to think of when you're trying to create depth in the calf. Give space to that knee. Don't start the calf here already. No Command Z with pencil. I am gonna cheat good. Okay, what is this? Let's analyze and learn. The bottom part sneaks in already. This is the ankle bone. Heel. And this goes in very tightly. Now I'm not looking at it, just trying it again from scratch. Heel. Goes into that patch. Curve. Tight. Ankle. All right, next, the standard comic flying poses. So you have the legs straight, flying, classic one leg bent. Superman pose, and that's what he does here. But he has a very nice perspective on it. It's not just a side like you often see in comics, the side one, even if the character is upper body might be classic, but this is quite tricky, like the camera angle he has. This one too, it almost feels like a side view, but then the torso and the head create this twist. Yeah, complex angle. And then why I love this one so much is because of the slight bend in the leg and the perspective on this arm. Yeah, difficult, but let's reverse engineer. How would you start to make this pose? Top view, because you want to have what they're seeing in the bottom. Okay, mission top view. Okay, so let's see. This is already tricky to make this shorter. The head one from before, the headline. Okay, now if it were an easy task, you would just do the double legs. Cylinder to the front, cylinder flat, and the tricky one, cylinder to the back, cylinder to the back. Okay, that's an easy version. Now what does he do that is so much better? This curve is very graceful. Mine is just straight. Ooh, look at this. The McFarlane wrist. But from a very difficult angle. I don't want to copy, so let's turn this into Superman, but the same pose. So I want to have that arch. And then that. Okay. Head. Again, today's theme, today's line. Oh, cheating. When you see the ear from the back, we always draw ears from the front. Not that hard. From the side, they become like just that outside one with a little bit of the shell thing. And from the back, then you go more to the back, you just see the thing with the back shell. I enjoyed when I found this line to draw ears from the back. So Okay, bald Superman. Underlying structure. The torso itself doesn't really bend. It's the connections that make it look bent. So if I want to have that graceful curve, I need to put my torso a bit more front. And then the butt already kind of twisted. And then the connection is what makes it curve. So do I have enough space? Just about. Not. This one is completely side view. And then this one has the depth and it goes like that. Tricky. Let's do that. Wrist kink. Pinky, thumb, bigger shoulder. Good exaggerated peaks in the quads, more than the woman ears, kind of smooth. But yeah, look at Colossus, got those hard peaks to the muscles. Oh, here, this is nice. It's that connection between the calf and the hamstring. He draws as a thick muscle. So if you're ever wondering what to draw here for dropping a shadow, Leonardi draws a connection muscle and our hamstring. Thank you, Leonardi. That now I know how to fill up that space. With Storm you see that part, but on the man you would not go that high. So Superman shorts go like that. Okay, our diamond calf. Double. Here also a nice example of how the calf is not symmetrical, like day to day. Long one and a short one. Long, short, double. So one of these is bigger than the other. Which one? I have to double check later. Like I said before, it would be easy to just double leg it, but this little bent looks really cool. So then, how does he do that? If my heel is here, then the other foot would be there. Big Superman foot. Calf going into part of the hamstring. Boom, so already up to here. And then that kind of like disappearing. Whoa, nice. Although since this is Superman, let's see if it would not actually cross over because he has bigger legs. I think it would. I would then still draw the knee there. Mental note, research lats from this angle. Oh. Oh yeah, lats all the way to the pants. Huh. Shoulder blade. Abs. Or, what's that? Obliques. I love exaggerating the obliques. Makes it look realistic. And that's the rib cage. A bit higher. Okay. Delt in its triple version. Small one, a bigger one. The third one not seen from this side. Triceps. Dip into the elbow. Biceps would be seen then. The underarm muscle between the biceps and the triceps. Another bigger one. That's a nice hand, but maybe Superman a bit more manly. Huge shoulder, don't forget the traps. Here, traps kind of hidden, but definitely traps here. Big neck, bull neck. Okay, ignoring the hair a little. Triceps, biceps, in between. Okay, I can look at my own head. He doesn't have gloves. Okay. That is pretty cool. Review time. Yeah, even more, you see? Even more curve for more grace. And then even the curve goes into that head. So I could have arched the head a bit more. Right, next genius point. Look how good he makes his characters act. Here, super good pose. Dragging herself out of the water. Oh yeah, oh, give it a try. Start, go. Woman, tired, getting out of the water. Ugh. How to start? Hello, Mr. Braithwaite. Have some tea. Quiz. Which 1972 movie is that from? I am on head down, obviously. Resting. Maybe like one arm in the front. But then what to do with the legs? Tired. So tired from the front. No. From the back. That's not bad. Maybe straight arms. Ooh, that's that Spider-Man pose from McFarlane. Okay, enough tries. Let's see how he did it. Here, this is nice. If I would continue from this, I would put the leg somewhere there. I would never think of going that high with the hip and then down. So this is what also helps that dramatic pose. Where is the line for the shorts? Too small. Nice. Okay, let's turn this into Spider-Man in the water. I want to make the water a bit higher, so cut those sharp butt lines are very Leonardi. Another thing I would never think of doing myself, but what looks really cool, and I should do, I guess, is this line here on the face. Like you see this line here now, because of the light coming from here, and then my forehead as well. Pink, light pink. So here the line would kind of be here and then going like that. Also those typical eyes. You can always recognize a Leonardi comic by the eyes. Okay, let's do a face. So in the eyes, he never forgets to draw that little end here, this part. And then kind of trapezoid eyes. Oh yeah, eyebrows too, kind of like this. Where do the lines go? It's this part on the other side. I would go like this, but here I see it going in the other direction. So let's give that a try. The forehead. Again, I had, if you would draw it 3/4, kind of looks like this a bit as well. So let's say, like my eraser, if the head is a sphere, just so it's kind of squished a bit. So that's why this line appears. And connect in a way. And then this is that muscle from the cheek, so I guess it would go kind of like this. Maybe then this would cast a shadow. And then the colorist would make this a bit darker. Under the nose, definitely under the neck. This here is fun in this issue. Rick Leonardi, inked by Kent Williams. Super rough inking, but I love it. Check this out, not a straight line inside, but it feels really cool, and especially for this story where they're like in the dirty rooms and stuff. Okay, look how wild this is inked here. Just a scribble, kind of an up view on a female face, that arch going straight into the nose, and then okay, not like that. I always, when I read this, I always think of Bill Sienkiewicz. It's like as if Bill Sienkiewicz inked Rick Leonardi, but that actually happened in the New Mutants. Rick Leonardi inked by Bill Sienkiewicz, and that looks a lot different. Love this issue. Here the angle is in line with the cheekbone. So cheekbone down, cheekbone out, and the rest of the cheek. Cool, these wild cheek lines. Bonus round, 80s fashion, baby. Check out these pants. Here, very wide in the bottom, here even more. Quick legs. Boots, probably. And if you're not convinced Leonardi is the master of masters, now for the coup de grace. He is the best camera angle man in the business in my book. In this scene, it's just the two of them in their office talking. But look at how the camera moves. I'm just gonna track the room. Camera 1 outside of the building. this camera, I would say on the ground. This camera here, upshot here, whop. Then tight close-up of both of them. Then this one, top angle on the coffee table. What is that? Very close here. Whop, so we can see the TV. And then finally, extreme close-up of his face in front of the TV. So kind of there maybe. Whop, whop. So, camera moving all over the place. Another nice camera travel here. This is the same shot because the shadow continues, but he splits it up in 2 panels. So it helps the pacing because they have just been having a fight. So Madeline has just been arguing with him for quitting the X-Men. So dramatic pause, break, pause, and then Storm comes in. Shot through the legs. I don't even know how to begin with learning from this, but maybe just about noting what you see of the body is useful. Okay, so a good mix of full, extreme close-up, full, close-up, half, full. And what's also really well done is the playing with the stairs, like coming up and down the stairs. It's really good. So here the text, sorry, she comes up the stairs, continues going up the stairs, talks, main point. This is the, I guess, the most important part of the page. And then down the stairs, continuing down the stairs. So cool. Drama. Wow. Also the changes in the heads, this angle of her head. Here, this curve here. Head tilted down, but the eyes like looking at Scott. Sneaky look at him. He's just looking straight down, ignoring everybody completely in his mind. And then here this sad diagonal melodramatic shot of the baby. And she's also looking down, not looking at her, which adds to the loneliness of this shot. Yeah. Rick Leonardi. Check him out if you don't know him. Why these 46 comics? Well, it was what was left of my 1,000+ collection after I moved to Japan. And look how big the part of Rick Leonardi is. Who will it be next week? Come back and find out, because I am gonna go through this pile artist by artist. So see you next time. Bye.